NFC and this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams that don't like each other much. One will go to Super Bowl 53 as we're underway in the 2019 NFC title game. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On third and short, going to their tight end. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding into 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
21.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. And just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the gun, it's Ryan. He dumps it off for Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ryan on the handoff. It's And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, here's Ryan. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher if guys trying to get to the football.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
Second and goal from the 1. Ryan. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And the keeper, here's Ryan. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He got 29 yards that time.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he takes this thing way down of territory. A gain of 32 that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Montgomery. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Now he's flushed out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Vic Beasley in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Crosby puts it through, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, he completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
There we go.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now it's Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are in for 6. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down. Ryan, and the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. To throw on 3rd down. Ryan. He's got Sanu. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And this is good for a first down, his second grab in this NFC Championship bout. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. With Freeman on the draw. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Hey, check 26.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got Adams on the hookup. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not that. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now the backup Kaiser to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Ryan again. His throw incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Blitz does come. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A handoff to Devontae Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken in at the 11th. A beautiful fake. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Kaiser. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Kaiser now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Kaiser to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ready now.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Freeman again. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Get up! 12!
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
21!
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Ryan. High throw, but he makes the catch. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Even though we're not on the goal line, this is essentially a goal line look as they come up for 2nd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Somebody call for the queen. Dagger.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's what truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breakfast by the morning, I had a sex by the morning, I don't know on the morning, the rest keep me up on the ocean, I had a in my shoulder, you got a bitch, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly, they call it for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on me, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2.10, man, who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag, something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's what truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breakfast by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rest keep me up on the ocean, I had a in my shoulder, you got a bitch.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new Bay alert. Don't be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm